There's a few names for Keir and his missus, and I'll just read some out to you now, and maybe you can tell me where they've come from. So one of them is Sir Keir Free Gear. One of them is Lady Victoria Sponge. And another one, a new one recently, is No Beer Keir. So the last one, do you know why that's come about?
Yeah, it's got something to do with the nanny state, and they're looking at reducing the size of pints to 2/3 of a pint. They're going...
Schooner.
They're going to...
As we say in the posh bars.
They've got, I think, a 5-point plan to reduce smoking, to reduce obesity, to increase exercise, to reduce alcohol.
Yeah.
And it's this nanny state again that we're going to tell you how to live your life.
Yeah.
And I'm sick of it.
Well, the beer thing is more sinister than that. They're looking at reducing hours, opening hours for pubs. So it's kind of all the things you can do now, all the things that needs to be fixed. We went through the stabbing figures last week, didn't we? Of all the, in virtually every London borough, there's over 200 stabbings a year. All the theft that's happening, all those issues, the crime, the knife crime, all that kind of stuff, unsolved thefts. But the thing they want to do is reduce the time that working people can spend in the pub.
Yeah.
It just seems insanity to me.
Now, the bit I'd like to clarify, because I've not read up on this, but I want to know, are they talking about pubs or are they talking about licensed premises?
Pubs.
Because there's an argument to make that we've allowed the nighttime economy, nightclubs, to be free reign. You can open a bar now in Manchester City Centre up to like 4, 5, 6, 7 in the morning serving alcohol. So yeah, there may be an argument to look at that.
Yeah.
But if we're looking at pubs, hundreds are closing down every week across the country. They can't make any living.
Well, they're doing the smoking thing with them, aren't they? They want to do the smoking thing with them.
Yeah, no smoking on pub premises, meaning outside in the beer garden. Part of you, if you wanted to be a little bit cynical, part of me would be saying, we don't want people getting together and socialising and talking about how crap we are. Pubs, people do that in pubs. Couple of pints, they start telling each other how crap the government is and how unhappy they are.
Might be.
Do we want people doing that in a pub?
Yeah.
No, well, let's get rid of pubs, shall we? Hitler closed down lots of theatres and stuff like that because he didn't want people getting together and having an opportunity to discuss stuff, especially politics.
I wonder how long it'd be before we compared Starmer to Hitler. I think when I hear about some of these things, and even today, him saying "bring home the sausages," I'm starting to almost get the impression it's like a group of sixth formers. You know, when you're young, you and I have been young. I know to look at us now, people won't realise that. We have been young. And when you're young and you're in, say, the sixth form common room or whatever, and somebody says, oh, people smoke, people are not very healthy in this country, are they? What should we do? And somebody goes, I know, why don't we put a tax on cigarettes? Or why don't we shorten pub drinking hours so people can't drink as much, so they won't put on weight? Yeah. It's almost like childlike, some of this stuff to me.
It's sixth form student union, as in I'm 16, 17 old now. Of course I know better than you.
Yeah.
Of course I know better than you.
I've come up with I've got an idea. So it's like go around the classroom almost. Who's got an idea of how we can, make people healthier? I know. Let's stop them smoking. Let's ban smoking. Great idea, Quentin. Anybody got another? Yes. Let's close pubs a bit because I think people stay late in pubs. I've never been in a pub, miss, but I think it's almost like that. And maybe it is like that. Maybe they never have been in a pub. Maybe they have never actually got a friend or smoked with anybody. You know what I mean?
It's simple solutions to very complicated problems.
Exactly.
There's a problem with obesity, so we introduced a sugar tax.
Yes.
Did it work? No, it's not working. They did it in Mexico and obesity increased.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I remember reading that. It's just, we have a problem. Today's a good example. Zombie knives.
Yes.
So we've got a problem with knife crime. Let's ban zombie knives and machetes over 8 inches.
Yeah.
Yes, we've solved it now. You get stabbed with a 7.5 inch zombie knife, you're dead.
Yes.
So what does 8 inches have to do with it? Carrying a knife in this country is already illegal.
Yeah.
The reason why knife crime got out of control from 2014 is because Theresa May dramatically reduced stop and search because she said it was racist.
Yeah.
And that was the beginning of this epidemic of knife crime.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. I heard something the other day, and again, it's that very simplistic thing, isn't it? Let's look at the stats. Oh, people are being killed by zombie knives or stabbed with zombie knives. Let's ban zombie knives. That'll sort it out. So apparently, in the Second World War, there were planes flying off to bombing raids and coming back, and the ones that came back, they saw that they had lots of bullets in the wings and in the fuselage. But not in the cockpit and not in the gunnery arm. So they thought, all right, so these planes are coming back, but they've got bullet holes. So we'll put armour over the wings and the body of the fuselage to protect them, so more will come back. What they failed to realise was...
all the bullets that went through the cockpit, that plane went down and died.
The ones that were coming back with the bullets the bullets where they were having were the areas that were safe. It was the other areas, because those planes weren't coming back. Yeah. And actually it was the other areas they had to protect, the cockpit or whatever. And it's kind of that simplistic analysis, not understanding the complexity of the situation. The reality about drinking and eating, a lot of that is driven by pressures at work, wanting to relax or whatever. People, they're not going to be dissuaded by you saying, right, we're going to close the pub and out. It's just going to piss them off, basically. It's far more complex.
Yeah. I would add on top of that, it's none of their business.
Correct. Yeah.
Absolutely none of their business what we do in our private life in this country, as long as we're not breaking the law. It's just not... Whoever gave them this permission to... I mean, not this government, I'm talking about the last 30 years.
Yeah.
And it's not just this government, but who gave any of these governments permission to start doing this in our lives? Dictating how we live, what we do, what we eat, what we drink. I said this before, government should always offer advice. We know better. We've got scientists. Scientists at the moment are saying this. You've got the information now.
Yeah.
Up to you. For 40 years, scientists were telling us we need to eat more bread and cereal and less meat.
Yeah.
We've found out now it's the complete opposite. We need to eat a lot more meat and a lot less cereal and bread.
Yeah. Like they used to do before the Second World War.
Yeah. Did you enjoy that video? I think you did. Come on now, hit that bell, subscribe, comment. Let's build this channel. I need more followers, I need more subscribers. Be part of the journey. See you soon.